Oh, that was cool. Hi guys, welcome to Dumb Music Fans. And today we are reviewing Taylor Swift's 2014 album, 1989. This is her first non-country album, um, and this album infamously beat "To Pimp a Butterfly" at the Grammys for Best Album in 2016. Um, so, Lee, what do you think of this album? Just overall quick thoughts before we get in the track by track reviews.
Okay, well, thematically speaking, I mean, I felt a lot of themes of love. I mean, that's pretty usual in Taylor Swift music, if I'm being completely honest. But like looking at the structure of the album, I saw like first it was like a quick bit about falling in love, and then the rest of it was like Taylor Swift's angst about like her breakups and whatnot, and like the recovery phase of breaking up. Musically, I wasn't really impressed with Taylor's voice. I've never been really impressed with Taylor Swift's voice. Like, I don't know, it's nothing special. I thought the musical arrangements were fairly simplistic, as a pop album would be. And then like the structure of the album, the first half was pretty solid. Like I liked it, but the second half, I thought it was crap, if I'm to be honest. And then overall, I thought it had a pretty good large impact. I mean, among people. I'm not gonna call Taylor Swift like heartless, like she's one with her record label. No, I mean it seems like she's trying to write her own stuff, but it's still as you would say bubblegum pop.
Okay, Reese.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with what Lee said. I personally do actually like Taylor Swift's voice a lot, but I don't like the lyrics that she ever sings. I always thought she had a really pretty voice, but I thought that the lyrics behind it didn't really match what she could be. But I think that one thing that I know about this album is this is the first Taylor Swift album I listened to. I'm not really into country music, and what I read was like kind of country, kind of pop. I feel like this is her like big jump into the mainstream, and I thought that was kind of interesting. And it's the first like songs I listened to. I didn't really like the romanticism part of all of her songs, but at the same time, I don't listen to Taylor Swift songs for lyrics. I listen to get hyped and everything. So, um, yeah, there's some songs in this album that I really liked. But if I don't like the way a Taylor Swift song sounds like from the first get go, like I'm not gonna like the song. It's like either like I like it immediately or I don't like it at all because there's no way a Taylor Swift song is gonna grow on me. But no, I think this is interesting in the sense that it moved Taylor Swift from kind of a country singer to like a mainstream pop artist.
Interesting. Okay, Gareth, your opinions?
Yeah, I was actually really impressed by the vocals, actually. I don't know. I really agree with Reese. I like her voice, especially on I Know Places, bro.
Okay.
And she talks about relationships, which is pretty unique with Taylor Swift, I guess. At least, I don't know.
Yeah.
Having only one album.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard any other Taylor Swift albums besides this one. I think I can like bubblegum pop albums. Like I really like Charlie XCX's newest record, which is called Charlie, because I'm not sure when you're watching this video. I really liked some stuff by Carly Rae Jepsen, but like, so I think there's definitely some high points in this album, but like in the end, it just doesn't. There's no like cohesion at all to any of the songs. It's just kind of like all pop. I guess it's some like 1989 like 80s synth pop kind of theme going, but not really. I think lyrically, like, yeah, it's about romance, but I think it's more just kind of all over the place, random on a song-to-song basis, no like overall lyrical theme. And then, yeah, I don't know, I just thought it was like a really average pop record with some like dope moments, but also just a lot of misses. So let's get into track by track reviews. The first song is "Welcome to New York." What do you think about this song, Gareth?
I thought it was all right. I don't think there was anything special. I mean, I don't really remember it either, which I guess that says something about it.
That's not a good sign. Yeah. I don't know, Lee, what do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was all right too. I mean, it's the start of the album. I think I didn't. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit too bouncy for me, for lack
That's
of a
weird.
better word.
I like bounciness. I don't know.
I thought I don't know. It didn't feel like a very like flowing song. I don't know. It was like very choppy. I don't know. It just sounded kind of strange to me. I mean, I'm not gonna say I hate the song. Like it's all right. I could listen to it again, but just definitely not the best song. Or in the album, but you know, it was the beginning, so I'm not gonna completely like tatter it.
Interesting. Reese, what do you think?
So I actually thought this song was interesting. I thought the song was okay. I think its placement in the album was really nice. I think that
I agree.
I think in the first part of it, when I first started talking about this album, I said this was her transition from kind of country to pop. I thought that her song kind of reflected this. I mean, it's Welcome to New York, not Welcome to Memphis. It's like I think it's kind of like showing that she's kind of moving on from country and moving to a more like just pop culture type thing. And New York's kind of like Times Square, all that. It's kind of a touristy, worldwide known like city, and I think that this was kind of like a welcome to New York, but it's also like welcome to this is my song now. These are like I'm a pop singer now. I thought that was interesting, but in terms of the song, it was okay. It's a song that I don't really remember from the album, besides the fact that I thought it just started off because it's the first song I listened to her, so I thought it was just an interesting way of her introducing that she's now a pop artist.
It's kind of interesting. I actually like the song. I think more than all you guys. I think it's one of my favorite songs on the album. First of all, it's about New York City, and I think it's just a different, especially because every other song besides "Shake It Off" on this album is about like romance in some way. It's really nice just hearing like a song just about New York City. You know what I'm saying? About like what it's like being in the city. And I really liked the kind of, I think it's like a post-chorus almost when they say like, it's a new soundtrack. I could dance to this beat. That whole part I thought was like really hype. I thought it serves as a good like intro to the album. I like the instrumental. I don't know. I just thought it was like a fun, bouncy, good intro song to this album. So I don't know. That was it was kind of catchy. That was one of the stronger songs. So the next song is probably the biggest song of 2014, Blank Space. I think, personally, I kind of like the song because I think there's different ways to interpret it. But the way at least I personally interpret it is that I feel like Taylor's kind of poking fun of the fact that like almost all her songs are about like romance or either breakups or like I want you or like I can't believe you don't want me. But, like it's all about like all this crazy love life stuff. This one's kind of poking fun of the fact that she's had this history. And I thought that was kind of like unique lyrically. Obviously the song's really catchy. It was a huge hit. I don't know. I think this is a fun high point right here. Yeah, Reese, what do you think?
Dude, I genuinely did not like Blank Space.
Interesting. Did you ever like Blank Space? Like when it came out? Like when it came out, I didn't like it, but I think hearing it again made me realize that's actually pretty good.
Maybe I need to listen to it more, but like I've already said, like if I don't like a Taylor Swift song right off the bat, I won't ever like it. Dude, I thought Blank Space was the most dramatic song in human history, and I think it was inflated in the sense that I think she was trying to poke fun on herself. But I don't know, bro. It just came off as really dramatic to me, like listening to the lyrics, and I just I don't mind the fact that she sings about romance. It's just who she is, and that's the content that she wants to talk about. But I don't know, a whole song dedicated to that. While yeah, it's poking fun. I don't know. It just didn't get it for me. I also really didn't. I just didn't find it catchy at all. I don't know. When everyone else was listening to it, I just thought it was like kind of annoying. But like,
nice to meet you. Where it. Dun, 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 dun.
Bro, see
nice hook.
All right, but that's the difference, bro. When you sing it, yes, like I'm
really. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But when Taylor sings it, bro, like, bro, you know Quan, you know.
Yo, like, Columbia Records signed me right now. RCA.
I don't have any like major complaints besides the fact that I thought it was just dramatic and uncatchy, but that's just me.
Okay, dang. Lee, what'd you think?
Well, I think that she poked fun through the exaggeration of all these things, so it makes it seem like
yeah. So I thought
that's kind of like the point. You know what I'm talking about?
I thought like it was kind of like supposed to be kind of like over top, like the whole like boys only want love, it's torture. It's kind of like she doesn't like really think that. She's kind of just like being like over the top and like kind of like almost like a parody of yourself, like kind of being self-aware. I kind of like the self-awareness. Maybe a little smarter. Sorry. That's
facts though. Only torture, bro. If they're not being mean to me, bro, I don't want it.
Okay. She says I get drunk on jealousy. How are you supposed to take that like, oh yeah, that's really what Taylor Swift is thinking. Like she really wants jealousy, I guess.
Lee, go. What do you think?
I didn't really enjoy the song either. I think I thought it was okay. Again, like it kind kind of got boxed in the same category as Welcome to New York for me. Just kind of just not in the bouncy sense, but more like I think I kind of I like the backtrack, like the instrumentals a little bit more than Welcome to New York. But again, kind of what Reese was saying, like I don't know, it's just I don't really understand why it was such a big hit. If I were to be completely honest, it is catchy. I get that, but I just think there are better, more catchy songs on this album. I think Blank Space for kind of the reputation that it has, no pun intended. It really didn't. I feel like it's an average song on the album, and this album is, well, you'll get my rating later.
Dang. I mean, I thought instrumentally, like it wasn't just like basic like synth pop kind of stuff. It was a little like,
No, yeah,
more stuff going on.
Yeah, of the instrument, I think that's the part that I like the most. But outside of that, like I didn't really see much going on.
I thought it stood out like instrumentally, lyrically, and I thought it was really catchy. I'm surprised. I'm right now. Like, I'm the only person who liked the. Oh, you agree with me, Gareth? Let's go.
I actually really like Blank Space. I think it's one of the better songs on the album.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm 2 for 2 on a Taylor Swift album so far, and I'm like a diehard Kanye West fan. This is very surprising. I have like a Kanye West background right now. Oh my God. Next song, Style.
Kanye, your best friends.
Sorry, what'd you say? I missed it.
You talk. You spoke without moving your mouth, bro.
Yeah, Reese, your Wi-Fi is lagging, bro.
Oh, bro, it's just that wasn't lag, bro. I'm just really good at speaking with my mouth closed.
Right, next
Style, bro, is a banger.
Style is a banger. I think Style is one of the songs that in 2014. Reese, your Wi-Fi is whack. Anyways, Style is Style's one of the songs in 2014 that like I feel like didn't make an impact on me at all. Like I heard it, I thought it was kind of boring. But hearing it again, it's pretty good. I think lyrically, it has a lot of interesting like things going on. Like the whole like the James Dean classic Red Lips kind of like 50s vibe. That was kind of cool. Others is catchy, kind of like unique, like a really like unique hook. I don't know. I thought everything was just a really, really strong pop song that kind of stood out and was really memorable. I think this might be my probably second favorite song of the album. Yeah. Reese, expand on your love of Style more.
No, I just I don't even know. I think also additionally I didn't like Blank Space at all. So coming off Blank Space, like Style, like kind of like hyped me up. But no, it's really hard for me to talk about a Taylor Swift song just beyond just that it was catchy or it wasn't catchy.
Yeah.
But I thought Style was very catchy. Actually, initially, like you, I wanted nothing to do with it. But like when I like re-downloaded the album and I listened to it, no, I enjoyed it way more than I did in the past. And no, I genuinely think it was one of my. I don't think it was my top song or my top second song, but I think it was definitely up there in this album. And I thought, in my opinion, was just the best of the opening songs.
Nice. Lee, what you think?
This is probably my favorite song on the album, like without a doubt.
I'm glad we can all agree for once on like Style's greatness.
Yeah, no, it's a good song. I think the hook is great. Like the James Dean line, I was going to point that out too. I really like that line. I don't know why it just kind of stuck out. I mean, yeah, 50s. I personally like older music a little bit more, so I think a lot more. So that kind of gravitated towards me in some ways. Like lyrically speaking, I'm not I'm not a big lyrical guy, but I don't know. Sometimes things like that can stick out to me. Yeah, the song's production, I thought it was extremely catchy, and I thought, I really enjoyed the song.
There's a guitar at the beginning, right? Like the do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
I
think it's a good mixture of a more analog instrumentation to digital instrumentation, as you said.
It doesn't sound like a rock song at all, or it sounds like a country song. It also uses the guitar in like a really, really pop way.
Yeah.
I think it works. Gareth, what do you think?
Yeah, I actually really like the song as well. I thought it was really catchy. Yeah, I thought it was one of my favorite on the album, and I think it has a little more complexity lyrically, not like anything wordplay really, but what it has to say about relationships.
Yeah.
like yeah, they both cheat on each other, but dude, they never go out of style, bro. Oh my gosh.
I like it's all about things about like the image and it's like the bad. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta attack
Like,
the bad boy
is the
vibe
relationship
and
more shallow, or are they doing it based on appearances? I know they talk about James Dean look and stuff like that, but then like they keep cheating on each other, but they keep coming back to each other. Is that because of just a physical attraction, or is it because of something more? I don't know, bro. Spoke to me.
Good point.
Dude,
Well,
they
that's
didn't go out
deep,
of
bro.
style, bro.
You've probably thought more into that song than Taylor Swift did.
Next song, "Out of the Woods." This song, I thought it was like the first like little hiccup. I mean, I like the verses, but I thought the hook was just annoying. Like, are we in the clear yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? And out of that, this was kind of draining. Wasn't catchy at all. Kind of almost sounds like a little offbeat. Maybe that's just me though. And like it just sounds awkward. I don't know. The verses were fine, but if the hook's not there, I don't know. It wasn't one of the greatest track to me.
Well, I like the "Are we out of the woods" part, but I could do without the "Are we in the clear yet?" To be honest, that's all I have to say about this one.
Yeah, "Out of the Woods" kind of implies that you're in the clear now. But no, I agree. I thought that like, I mean, "Are we out of the woods? Yeah, are we out of the woods?" They say it 4 times and then they do "Are we in the clear yet?" And then she repeats that whole phrase all over again.
And then she answers it too.
Good.
She answers it and then asks it again. What I mean, like, what is she doing here? This like I don't know. This made me lose a little respect for Taylor Swift here, bro. He answers the question. Oh my gosh, Reese.
So yeah, I thought that it was very repetitive, and it wasn't repetitive in a catchy way. Yeah, I agree. The hook just like, I don't know, it was unnecessarily repetitive, and it wasn't that catchy of a line, and I just didn't like it. So I agree.
Okay, so here I brought up the lyrics. She said, "Are we out of the woods yet?" And then she repeats it 4 times. And then she says, "Are we in the clear yet?" And she repeats it 4 times. And then at the end of the last time she says, "Are we in the clear yet?" She says, "In the clear yet, good." That implies that the question has been answered. Yet she still she still goes on to ask both of those things another 8 times, you know, and then answers and then says "good" again. So the person answered them a second time. So they're obviously out of the woods. Why are they doing it again? And then she does that pattern twice, bro. And then after that, she says, "Are we out of the woods?" again, bro. What?
Bro, it's like you know that comedy trope where it's like, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" Bro, that's like this put into a song.
Exactly, bro. Screw this song. Lee,
but it's kind of catchy though.
I thought it was boring. I thought it was a weird break off from the beginning of the album. I don't know how it went from Style to Out of the Woods, and then the song afterwards didn't make sense to me. Boring, probably one of my least favorite songs on the album.
Nice. Next song is All You Had to Do Was Stay, which is a song I actually kind of liked. I thought it was pretty catchy. It's big pop hook, good verses, nice booming instrumental. I don't know. I thought it was just another solid track. Maybe not the most memorable, but I liked it.
I agree with that. I personally think it reminded me a little bit of Style, just because of the big pop hook. I mean, it's a pop. They're all pop songs, so you can't expect the structure verse chorus to be very to oscillate a lot. Like
it never oscillates from that.
Yeah, you're never gonna see anything experimental from a Taylor Swift album, if I'm being honest. So this. I found a lot of similarity structurally with Style, so it was solid. Like, I really like Style. Style was my favorite song, but going to All You Had to Do Was Stay, it kind of gave me a similar vibe, and kind of just picking off from where Style left off after Out of the Woods, because I didn't really like Out of the Woods.
Mm-hmm. Any have any thoughts about? Actually, the more I think about it, the more I kind of like the song a lot. Actually, like, this is a really catchy hook. Like, all you had to do was stay. I'd be in the palm of your. I don't know. Just like, I thought it worked really well. And I like, because Stay was like a different type of hook. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Stay was like dun dun dun. I don't know. Kind of like.
No, I mean, musically,
it's kind of more like
different.
It's a lot more like a faster paced hook. I don't know. I just thought it was I don't know. I stood on its own as like being like a good solid pop song. Reese, what you think?
Yeah, I think in the general scheme of or general place in the album, it was quite unmemorable. I don't think when anyone says like talks about this album they ever really mentioned All You Had to Do Was Stay. But I think that as a solo song on its own, I thought it was alright. I thought it was really catchy. I think that at this point in the album, I realized that Taylor Swift, at least in her pop songs, has like a really big like repetitive nature, in the sense that she'll repeat a line over and over and over again to kind of take up space. And this was All You Had to Do Was Stay. And while I enjoyed it in this song, I feel like it's like a kind of like a win or lose for her in other songs.
Honestly,
I don't know. It just seems like she like tends to take up space in her songs by just having like a hook over and over and over again, which is fine. It's just like sometimes works like in this song, and sometimes it doesn't work, such as the previous songs that we talked about, Out of the Woods.
Honestly, I thought like obviously the song wasn't like a hit, like Style, New Romantics, Blank Space, obviously Shake It Off. These are all singles. The song wasn't a single, I'm pretty sure. But I feel like if it was, it would have been a hit. It could have been a hit. You know, and like I feel like it could have been like one of those songs that people know. Just that it just happened to not be released as a single. Because of that, like people don't know it that well. But I think it very well like has everything it needs to be like a big smash pop hit. Gareth, any thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, is this the one that was a little more like upbeat, sort of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this song too.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything to add though. I'm
a simple man. If you make like a good upbeat pop song for big hook and it's catchy, I like it. I love Carly Rae Jepsen. Just kind of like that, but not as good. So you'll see as we go on.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, we should review Carly Rae Jepsen, but that's a story for another time. Next song, "Shake It Off." This song, whenever that came out, it's a big deal. I don't know. This song it feels very just like too like trying to ride the train of like Roar and like Brave, like all these like inspirational, like empowering songs about like, oh guys, come on, be happy, like live your life, like and this felt like a little too much like in that vein, and just like wasn't that I don't know, I just never thought it was that catchy or anything. I thought it was just like a little too like celebratory and like almost, I think corny is the best word to describe it for me.
I kind of want to defend this song and like Taylor Swift as an artist, because you compared it to Roar and whatnot. I personally think that of like the kind of these more like uplifting songs, like in the public, Taylor Swift has definitely like done a lot for females in music, but also just like her singing "Shake It Off" is not like some like cop out to match like the Katy Perry's of the world. Like Katy Perry, I've never heard. Me personally, I've never really heard her impact like in a social sense.
But I don't think like her personal life should like impact like what I think of the song. I was saying like just as a song as a whole, like, I feel like it's just like my point was more like at that time, like in 2013, 2014, when the song was released, that was just like a popular song topic. I feel like at the time, and that's why I was it felt like I was just trying to go for that type of like positive.
I feel like it's just
all about that bass too. All about that bass. These are all like supposed to be like empowerment songs. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like just another one of those.
I see that. I think "Shake It Off," if you list all those songs, is number one for me personally.
Yeah, I like it better than the other songs.
Looking at "Shake It Off," like I thought it
was
was
so
very good.
It's so cheesy though. Oh
it is.
It just feels
It's cheesy, but I personally like the production. I thought it was the first. I thought it differs from a lot of the songs on the album, and I think I really do think that it almost tries a little bit of a structural difference in a sense. Like I don't know, her line, like we all know the line, like that little monologue with my ex-man
about her new girlfriend.
Yeah, she's like, oh my, that's good.
I'm just gonna bro, that like bass, like not the bass drop, but that like beat change, bro. Oof, that hit hard.
And also instrumentally, it's definitely more analog of a song. It's not as synthy, not as synth pop. So it is a little bit. It sticks out in the album, and I personally I like the song. I think it's solid. I don't think it's the best, but yeah, it's a solid song. Not to take away from the fact, it is cheesy. I get that. It's definitely cheesy, but in some ways, I feel like it's the best cheesy song that I've heard out of that like 2013 to 2015 era.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of cringy songs from the era. So go on.
Yeah, no, I actually have to agree with Leon on that one. I mean, when this song first came out, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I listened to it quite a bit. I thought I know it's cheesy, but part of the reason I listen to Taylor Swift or any pop music for that like top 40 music for that matter is because it is cheesy, and I kind of like enjoy some cheesiness, and that is kind of fun. And I feel like with this song, I think it's reflective of that cheesiness that I think people enjoy, and I enjoyed it too. And I think that, yeah, it was kind of reminiscent of songs like Roar or All About That Bass, but I thought this one hyped me up in a way that those other songs didn't. And additionally, I have to agree, when the beat changed and her voice dropped and she talked about her ex-man, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that line was like different. I was like, yeah, go off, Taylor.
I will say, like, I hated this song so much when it came out. Like, when the song came out, I was really into Jay-Z and really into, like, Kendrick. And this was just, like, not it at all. I'm just hearing it everywhere. Like, this sucked. Okay, next song in the album. My phone turned to sleep. So what is the next song? Next song is I Wish You Would. Yeah, this is, like, a pop song. And this is, like, interesting problem I have with this album. So, like, today we have albums like Ego or Tyler, the Creator, which are like all about the idea of just like heartbreak. It's almost like a story in a way, and like the songs kind of connect to each other. And I'm not saying that every pop album has to do this, but I do think it's a little like jarring just going from a song like All You Had to Do Is Stay, which is all about like, oh, like I'm better without you now, like don't come back for me because like I moved on, and then you hear I Wish I Would, like a track later, which just like, oh, like I want you to come back to me, I'm really lonely. Even though we broke up, you should like come back and ask me out. And this feels like it happens a lot on the album. It's like more of an overall issue. I think this is the best example of when it comes up of just like it's like a lyrical, like lyrically, there's no theme going on. It's just completely inconsistent all over the place, and it really doesn't.
I don't think it's completely inconsistent.
Well, I mean, I'm saying it's inconsistent in the sense that like it's never like there's no like overall like theme of like Adele will have an album where, like this is like one like emotion of like love, like one aspect of it. Well, even with like a story or anything.
Well, it might not be consistent, but it's like I feel like it's her thoughts, you know. Like you consider all these things. Like I feel like you could want someone to come back, and at the same time, when they do, be like, okay, well, you know, it's too late, you know, already.
That's true.
Like I feel like a better example of that would be All You Had to Do Was Say and like How You Get the Girl, because she talks about how like you should have just stayed. That's the only way the relationship could have worked. And she goes on to How You Get the Girl, and she's like, oh well, you can get her back if you just remind her of how good the relationship was before. That's just kind of
yeah. I mean that's a good example too. I don't know. It's more that's not like a really like critique. Like you don't have to be like consistent on the album. It's more just kind of like I don't know. Like this lyrically
kind of contradicts it.
It's contradictory. So this feels a little like I feel like she's just like talking about love because that's the only thing she has to talk about. So like there's no like this album isn't trying to say anything lyrically at all. It's not making any statements about anything. I feel like emotionally, it's like emotionally I can't get anything out of this album just because it's so like the mood's all over the place. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not giving me anything in that sense, which I guess is a big issue I have because you're making a cohesive album. Anyways, any thoughts on this song, guys?
I agree with what you said.
I think the add-on to Gareth and this idea of its placement within the song, like after All You Had to Do Was Stay and his thing with How You Get the Girl, I think that if I'm being generous, she could have planned it in the sense that like I think that there's stages of emotion to any breakup, and like initially during a breakup, I'm pretty sure like no one's like I want you to leave, I want you to go. Like it's like all you had to do was stay with me, but then at one point it's just like it's kind of like the denial. It's like nah, like I wish you would just leave. I wish you would. Like, I wish you to do this. I wish you did this. And it's like kind of denial. And then I think and then later on in the album, it's like How You Get the Girl. It's like kind of like, all right, you messed up and I messed up and this is how we can remedy it. So I think that if I'm being generous, I think that she could have planned this in the sense that like, it's like the stages of a breakup. Initially being All You Had to Do Is Stay, and then I Wish You Would, and then How You Get the Girl. And I think that in that sense, this song was correctly placed. But at the same time, like I Wish You Would is like I only know it's in this album because I see it on the album.
Yeah, it's forgettable.
I don't remember like especially because it's in between like Shake It Off and like Bad Blood, and those are like two kind of like of the big hits. One of the two of the bigger hits in this album. So for it to be such an immemorable song surrounded by two like kind of hits, it just didn't really shine.
Yeah, I don't think any of us really have anything that much to say about this. It's just a forgettable kind of pop song, right?
Yeah.
Next song, Bad Blood. So this is not the version of Kendrick Lamar, unfortunately. This is just the version by Taylor Swift by herself, which is actually like a little boring. I don't know, the hook's just a little like draining on you after a while. It's like a nursery rhyme. And the hooks just do the same thing over, like dun 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 dun. It's just like every single line is just something like that. And it just gets really old really fast. And I don't know. Honestly, after hearing the Kendrick Lamar version, which is the big hit, like so much, just hearing the solo Taylor version kind of sucks.
I was never a really big fan of the song either. I don't really know the Kendrick Lamar version very well, if at all. And same. I mean, I for some reason, yeah, I've heard the Taylor Swift version more than the Kendrick Lamar edition version. But I didn't really see much in this song. I thought it was probably one of the more weak songs on the album, if I'm gonna be honest. But to be honest, I wasn't. I mean, it's a big song. Like, I get it. Maybe it's because I've heard it like 10 million times that it's a little bit boring at this point. But like, I don't know. It didn't really do anything for me, like musically or like emotionally speaking.
You heard this version more than the Kendrick version?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's strange. The Kendrick version is the one that went #1, not this version.
Well, I've never been one to really listen to the radio and popular music anyway. So the first time I ever heard this song was from this album specifically. Like, this was, I'd never.
The video has like 1 billion views. I was watching it earlier this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Definitely wasn't one of them.
Damn.
I'm a big Kendrick fan, so like that video was like the cool, because he just dropped Tip of Butterfly, and he was still kind of like not in the mainstream. Just hearing him on a Taylor Swift track was like the coolest thing. That everyone was like jamming out the Kendrick. Who was my guy?
2014 Lee
15.
was a little bit. 2015 no, or what?
The Kendrick Lamar one came out in May 2015.
It was 2015 Lee was not a big rap guy, so at the time, so that's probably
unfortunate. Reese, what you think?
Yeah, this is actually the first time I listened to this song was the one with Kendrick. That's also the first time I listened.
Your Wi-Fi is trash.
No, who he was.
Everything you just
but
said.
honestly, I wasn't a great fan of the song. Oh, my bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this the first time I listened to Bad Blood, I listened to the one with Kendrick, and it was the first time I listened to Kendrick. First time I was exposed to him. I think he did add some nice aspect to the song. And I also think that Taylor Swift tried to be more like kind of aggressive in this song. I think she was trying to be like more like gangster in a sense, because like when you watch the music video, it's like pretty much a superhero, and that's like her whole thing. Like she kind of just she's like, so like I think that she tried to go for something more intense and kind of like powerful with this song. And I think that Kendrick Lamar, I guess, added to that a little bit. But anyway, I always liked the video more than I liked the song. I don't know. It was an okay song. I thought it was alright.
Do you have any thoughts?
No, I thought it was alright. It's like after a while it gets so old, I don't even know how I can review the song without like addressing the fact that I've heard it like so many times.
It's weird though. It was such a huge song in 2015, and I feel like people still talk about Blank Space, and people still listen to like Love Story, and like You Belong With Me, and even like Teardrops on My Guitar. But I feel like this song is one of the songs that just kind of like people don't talk about anymore or play. You know what I'm saying? It kind of was like it was big and then just went away really fast. Next song, Wildest Dreams. Taylor trying to be sexy. Oh no. It didn't really work for me. I thought it sounds like her trying to make like a really adult song and trying to be like really like racy and stuff, and just it sounds a little like forced.
I actually kind of like this song. I think it was a production. I get your point about the lyrics felt a little bit weird, but I don't know. I thought the hook was pretty good, and I mean. It was pretty good. I definitely enjoyed it. Musically it was good. I had no problems with it. I thought it was probably one of the better songs, but the biggest point I want to make about this song is this is the last song that this is a good song. After this, I thought this album was a train wreck. Like, I'm not gonna lie. No. Like,
interesting.
since we're doing the deluxe album, what there's like 7 more songs after this one. Yeah, I didn't like any of them. If I'm being honest, like to a certain, like okay, I didn't hate all of them, but not a big fan of any of them. You know.
Okay, let's stay on Wildest Dreams right now though. Gareth or Reese, any thoughts?
Wildest Dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a hit song too.
This was a hit song. Yeah, I agree. I thought it was alright. I disagree. I don't think it was the last good song on this album. I think that's a really good one.
I think there's some good songs later too.
Yeah, I think there's some good songs later. Yeah, I just thought that Wildest Dreams was just another kind of love song by Taylor Swift that was kind of optimistic and somewhat, I don't know, just another love song by Taylor Swift. I didn't really gain much from it. So, yeah.
It had that one good meme though, where it's like, he's so tall and handsome as hell. You know the meme? No, from like 2017 or something. No, yeah, that was such a good meme. Okay, anyways, Gareth.
Yeah, I remember the meme, Quan.
Yeah, I bet.
It's
the best thing about the song.
The song's really catchy. I mean, this is another one I've heard a lot for some reason. I don't know, probably because, but I still think that, I still think it's really catchy. I don't think it's very optimistic though, is it?
Yeah, it's a little like sad.
Yeah.
You thought it was sad, bro? I thought it was really optimistic.
So she's like, "I hope you'll remember me," as like.
Yeah,
this is again her being kind of like shallow. I guess I don't know. She seems a bit.
She feels shallow. It's like almost just about
a lot
like
of her songs feel shallow. It's about like looks and everything. Like I hope you can remember my red lips.
I think these songs mention like
rosy cheeks and my
hey,
dress.
I want you to care about me genuinely as a human being. Like, I think that's a part of it too. Part of like this whole lyrical theme. My issue with that is like it doesn't go deep at all. She was like really surface levels, basic love songs. Okay, next song, How You Get the Girl. Gareth talked about it a little bit already. I don't know. The song, I kind of like the song. I thought it was cool. Obviously, it lyrically kind of conflicts with the rest of the album, but I thought it was kind of catchy, interesting. It wasn't bad. I thought it was a pretty decent track. Reese?
I don't know. I guess if anything, I think it follows that 3-song progression of breakups that I mentioned earlier, and how this is kind of like the remedy of what we could do to get back together, or what you could have done differently and stuff like that. It's like what if kind of song, like what you could have done. Yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's right up there with Wildest Dreams in the sense that it kind of was just another kind of romantic song that I didn't care much for. I think it's followed by better songs too.
Yeah, Lee, you kind of already say you don't like it.
This the How I Get the Girl is my least favorite song on this album by far. Like no question. It was it's so annoying. I think the lyrics are, and again, like it honestly bothered me that like it came in the order that it did. Like it didn't, like again, like like there's no cohesiveness, but I felt this song lyrically, musically, and just like structurally just completely stuck out like a sore thumb. Like I thought it was annoying, but the hook was annoying. Like How You Get the Girl, like I thought it was annoying. Like what can I say? I didn't.
Bro, Lee was like,
really
I don't need any help.
Yeah, Lee didn't need that help. Lee's a baller right here. He's a player. Okay. Next song. This Love. I think it's my least favorite song. I don't know. It was like just there. I was like, this is boring as heck. I don't know. I just wasn't vibing with it. Any thoughts on this? I feel like it's one of the songs that no one's gonna really care about.
Yeah, there are 4 more songs in the album, right? Including This Love.
There are like 5 because we're doing the deluxe version. We can go. I feel like these songs we're not gonna have a lot to say about.
Bro, let's pop off and do that. Well, yeah, I think that there's this song and one other song that I think that really just didn't stick out at all. Yeah. Like This Love, and I must just say it now, Clean.
Yeah, Clean. Yeah, we'll skip to Clean really fast. Clean, yeah. I thought Clean was just boring.
Yeah, if we can just address these now, like, I don't care much for this. Like This Love, like if someone asked me which album it was in, or Clean, if someone asked me which album Clean or This Love were in, I honestly, before doing this, I would have to guess.
Yeah, super like, forgettable, boring, sleepy. Nothing's going on.
Sleepy. I think sleepy is the right word. Sleepy, I think I listened to Taylor Swift to like kind of like you get into like a happy mood or something like that, like into like a pop mood, I guess. And these songs just don't do that at all.
Yeah.
They're just kind of forgetting and boring.
I do like a good sleepy song, but like these just ain't it. I don't know. These
aren't the sleepy songs I'm looking for.
Yeah. So we skipped in our discussion of that. We skipped "I Know Places." That's another song I just didn't like that much.
Places.
I Know Places. I don't lyrically the song was just like dumb. I don't know. I was just like it sounded just like kind of. I don't know how to say it. Just like kind of corny, I guess. Also, it was another just like boring, kind of forgettable track for me at this point. Yeah, I don't know. You guys seem to like it more than I do.
I agree with you, Con. I didn't like this song at all. Probably second least favorite song in this album. It wasn't as annoying as How You Get the Girl, but for sure it was boring. I thought it was like for an album, it was too simple, dude. It's literally like one note. She's smacking on one note, I related it to Swaja Kicks, which is just like one like bass hit, except this one is just like it's just like oscillating like a couple of like quarter notes here or there. I don't know. I thought it was boring. I didn't see much of it. I like Swaja Kicks, but so not to like compare them like that. I don't know. Just like as that one note kind of I don't know, ridiculous.
Reese, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, on this. See, I think I actually appreciated this song after Reputation came out. Because if you listen to this song and you listen to Reputation, I think there are a lot of parallels. I think like this song.
I haven't heard Reputation.
Like, some of the songs that she was going. Really?
I haven't heard it.
Oh.
What I have actually. I listened to it once and I was like, this is not
right.
Right.
I think she like I mean, I don't know how to classify how she went in Reputation, like what the style of her music went to, but I feel like it's very reminiscent of what she was singing and I Know Places. A little more electronic, a little less like singing and more like kind of like I don't even know how to phrase it, but I think if you listen to Reputation, you'll know what I'm talking about. I thought that this was like I liked the song. I thought it was okay, but I thought it was interesting and how it kind of foreshadowed what music she was going to be doing as this was near the end of her album. And I feel like near the end of her album, the songs kind of changed a little bit.
Do you have any thoughts?
Oh no, yeah, I thought it was catchy. You know, I mean, I like when she's like, I mean, I don't know. I liked her vocals a lot, to be honest. You know, I can't say much about the one note oscillating that Lee's talking about, but I didn't think it was that bad, you know?
Yeah, I feel it. Wonderland, we've talked about Clean already. Wonderland is the first song on the deluxe version. Wonderland is just, also Clean's is such a bad way to end the album. It started off strong and then just ending of Clean. Anyways, Wonderland, I actually like the song. I thought it was a little catchy. That was kind of cool. It's a slower song, but it's dope. I don't know. I thought it was fine. Thoughts?
I wasn't a very big fan. Again, like the second half of the album really didn't stick out. Again, I kind of just I thought it was kind of boring and didn't get much from it.
Okay, Gareth.
Wonderland. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was that good. I don't. It didn't really stand out to me either. Actually.
Reese, any thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't actually mind Wonderland that much. I mean, I don't think it's one of the highlights of the album, but I thought it was I thought if they ended on Wonderland and not Clean, it would have been much nicer. I think it would have been a nice, just cleaner, like this is the end, and it's kind of a happier, more memorable song. And I think that since we've already kind of addressed Clean and the fact that it's boring, I think one thing that I noticed about this whole process is that our discussion of the songs has been quite linear in a sense. It's either like I found it catchy or I didn't, and I thought that's kind of interesting in the sense that I think that with our other album reviews, so the two other ones we did, or not one other one we did, I think we had a lot more substance to say about each song, and I think that
I think it reflects on the Taylor Swift this album.
Yeah, I agree.
It's bubblegum pop.
Yeah,
you know
I 100% agree.
I think it's harder to discuss pop music deeply because it's not really meant to be interpretive. It's meant to be mass appeal.
Yeah, there's
So I
literally
think that,
no themes going on. It's just
right, you're not trying to make a theme because you're not really trying to be offensive. It's if
What-
your main
I
goal
think-
is selling albums, and you try not to offend anyone.
I think
If I-
like
if
Carly
I
Rae
can-
Jepsen. Yeah.
if I can argue for Colleen's placement, it talks about how she's like getting over the breakup, is like washing away, she's clean, you know, and the whole rest of the album she's talking about like her issues with breaking up and
That's a valid point.
complications with relationships, and finally she's like accepting it, the rain's washing it away, you know. I agree it's boring, and maybe musically it doesn't fit the end, but I think it fits in if you look into the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
But
I think it feels very
like the
anticlimactic.
lyrics, so I don't care.
Instrumentally, and like it feels anticlimactic, and like everything else going on, like musically, is anticlimactic. But yeah, lyrically, I can definitely see where it could fit. I guess. Still kind of felt like
Because it's like a last impression, so like I feel
Exactly.
like with kind of, you know.
Yeah. You Are in Love. This song's also just like trash. I don't know. It's boring.
I mean, the only thing I got from it is that the beginning kind of synthesizers reminded me a little bit of Africa by Toto. That's about all the enjoyment I got from that song, is the fact that it kind of reminded me of Africa by Toto.
Yeah. I don't think anyone has anything to say. If not, I'll skip ahead to New Romantics. New Romantics, that was a hit song too, guys. And I actually really like this song. I think this is probably like my favorite song on the album. I don't know. I thought it was really fun, energetic, just super like high energy and like fun. I think that's the best way to describe it. And I think
This was a favorite song?
My favorite song, yeah. New Romantics. Oh. I've always liked the song kind of. I remember when it came out, I was kind of like, this is actually not bad. I don't know. Almost reminds me of 22. Like 22 was kind of had this like crackhead energy. I felt like I just like I don't know, like it was like really broad hook. It's like everyone like dancing in my head. I just imagine like everyone's like dancing, getting like singing the lyrics out, like getting hyped to it. That's kind of what I think about with New Romantics. Like, obviously, New Romantics wasn't that big of a hit, but like I just feel like it has that like really like fun, lively energy.
Yeah, I've gotta disagree with you here, buddy. I'm not a very big fan of this song. I'm not, like my personal preferences. I like a clean, smooth song. I'm not very big into bouncy stuff, but I can do bouncy stuff.
I love
sometimes.
bouncy stuff so much. Bouncy stuff's awesome.
It just doesn't. It just never sounds clean to me. Like bouncy never sounds clean. And
Clean
like,
doesn't need to be an album doesn't need to be clean to sound good, right? Like
I mean, in some ways, let's not get into this discussion at the moment.
Okay.
I was not a big fan of this song, and it was better. It was better than the 4 songs, 5 songs, 6 songs before it. But still, like just the way this album ended, man, it was such a letdown. After Wildest Dreams, I don't know, it just kind of got like not memorable, completely took away from this kind of vibe Taylor Swift is coming from. And as we've been saying, I mean, I guess it was the catchiest one out of the few.
Okay. Let's talk about our final thoughts on the album because we're running a little bit long here. So overall,
talk about the voice memos.
I did not listen to the voice memos.
They're dumb.
My favorite song on the album is Blank Space Voice Memo.
That's pretty fire, not the most.
Yeah. So overall, I think bubblegum pop can be good. Carly Rae Jepsen proves this. Charlie XCX proves this. If you count it, Kara Bonita proves this. I like a good pop album. This isn't it. This is just, I feel like the songs just didn't hit. They never really go into the theme of 1989, like making like 80s music. It just feels like, I don't know, there's some good songs, obviously like Style, Blank Space, and Welcome to New York, and New Romantics. But there's just a lot of duds in the album. A lot of songs that just aren't memorable at all. I don't know how many songs I'd actually come back to on this album. I think overall, like I'm indifferent towards it, which means 5 out of 10 for me. Lee, what's your opinion?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the pop notion. I don't think it's possible for there to be a groundbreaking pop album because of the constraints that the genre of pop.
It doesn't have to be groundbreaking, but like Thriller is a good album.
But I would argue that there's let's not get into
Michael Jackson is really fast. Michael Jackson's a terrible person. He's done very bad things.
We won't get into this discussion right now.
Okay,
but these past 10 years of pop, I don't think I can say that any of them can be groundbreaking, but I agree with you that this was definitely nothing special. Interestingly enough, my rating was a 4.8. So
that's okay. Same. It's
basically a 5. Just a little bit lower because we brought it down a little bit.
I don't do decimals, so yeah. Race your point. Yeah.
Barstool Sports does decimals. Gotta do decimals.
Race your call.
All right, so yeah, I guess if we're doing decimals, I have a number 2. I think that's right in the sense. I think that pop nowadays is mass appeal, which makes sense. It's pop, but I think that's led to a lot of an album with many short songs that are quite repetitive in nature and stuff that they know people will enjoy listening to, but not necessarily remember too much. That's where I think pop has gone to. But that's just my opinion on pop. I don't listen to pop in my free time, like ever, including Taylor Swift. But I thought this album was, out of the pop songs I know, it's one of those songs that, like, if it gets turned on, if like the bangers get turned on, or like the most popular songs from this album get turned on, I will know all the lyrics and I will sing along just because, it's like one of those songs. Like, I feel like there's all those pop songs that people sing along to and know the lyrics to, even though they like hardly ever listen to. So I think for that reason, in the sense that like it's just kind of ingrained in my mind, I'll give it a 5.2. But I mean, it's just an okay album that I thought just brought her into the music scene.
Gareth, last thoughts.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. Give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. So
2 points less than Nevermind, I guess. According to
Reese, would you give it again?
5.2.
Yeah, so we all give it a 5 out of 10, which means we're all kind of like it was there.
It literally averages out to a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, and definitely really fast. I think that they can be really like great pop albums. Bruno Mars, Wait for Carrot Magic, that was great. I don't know. Yeah. Bruno Mars, that's a good album. It's not great.
Hey, Quan, are we reviewing Bruno?
No, we're not.
We'll have this discussion later.
Have a discussion later. Okay, so then we all unanimously give Taylor Swift's 1989 a 5 out of 10. Album of the year. Okay, so that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment. Send this link to everyone you know. Please, we need the subscribers.
Also, you guys should really start, all 22 of you should really start listing the albums you want us to do.
Yeah. Name an album like in the comment section and we'll probably review it next video. I'm serious.
Yeah, and if you watch to the end of this video, I'll Venmo you $2. Just text me.
Text you?
No, you have to put it in the middle of it.
Comment. Actually, no, not everybody's going to know my number, even though we have 22 subscribers that I'll probably know us. But comment below these words, Optimus Prime is lit. And then I will Venmo you $2.
That sounds okay.
Wait, let me
all right.
upload as soon as possible, bro. I need $2.
All right. Okay, I think we're gonna sign out. It's been a long video. Please subscribe. Bye.
Bye.